So today we're going to talk about RAW file versus JPG file. So this is one of the no-brainers, but this is one of the things that I wish I would have known when I started out with my photography. So let's just dive in. So as I said before, like this is one of the no-brainer things in photography, that you should always use RAW file format and definitely shoot RAW. And just like if you don't shoot RAW yet, then just grab your camera, go to your settings and choose a file format RAW instead of JPG. And trust me on this one. So in general, what is RAW format? So RAW format shows how the camera records the image file. So RAW file is a digital negative, but JPG file is already processed. So why is it important? It's mostly when you do editing in your Lightroom or Photoshop later, then you need to have like the best quality and the best file ever. And then, like, as you can see, when you edit an image in RAW file format, then it's like just the best thing ever. Actually, I have like a funny story here. I'm pretty sure like most of photographers, or at least I have talked to many of them, and they say the same thing, is that at first when you start out with photography is that you keep hearing this one that, oh, you should shoot RAW, you should shoot RAW. So for example, my experience was like this, that I heard that, oh, I should shoot RAW. So I changed my camera settings to RAW. And then what happened was obviously the thing that my memory card was full like this. And then I changed it back to JPG. And that was like so stupid. Like, sorry, but this one wasn't the most smartest decision ever. And I wish I would have like some of the files on RAW format later as well, because then I would have like so much more freedom while I'm editing. So definitely like think about this one and don't change your file back to JPG. So why you need this one is, like, again, as I was saying, like editing software like Adobe Lightroom, you need definitely to use the raw files and to edit them and to process them and everything. And you definitely need external hard drives and bigger memory cards. And raw file in general has so much power, and you can see a huge difference there while you go more into photography. And what you usually do is that you should draw in your camera, and then you get all the files into your Adobe Lightroom. And there you can always like see as well, is it the raw file or is it the JPG? And then like in general, DNG versus raw, like this is basically the similar thing. So don't get confused there. The DNG is like it's a raw file. And then why you should always shoot RAW is, again, like JPG changes the white balance, sharpening, saturation, contrast, and compresses the image a lot. So you don't want this one. You want to have your own control, even though you might not be like a constant shoot RAW. And you will have a lot of power in post-processing in Lightroom. And sometimes you can even correct your mistakes when you have the raw file, but when you have another file format, then you might not be able to save the file in general. And if you look at the file size, obviously raw files are way bigger, like way bigger, like many times. But still, like, yeah, the quality is in the end of the day that matters. So the solution here is that you have to change your format to RAW and buy extra memory cards when needed, and no questions asked. It's like no arguing here. And I hope you're already shooting RAW. If you're not shooting right now, then just like grab your camera, change the settings to RAW, and start shooting. And nowadays, again, like external memory cards or hard drives are not that expensive, for example, compared to 10 years ago. Because when I remember when I started, when I was like going deeper into photography, then like it was so expensive, and I was like, no way I want to spend all that money. But trust me on this one, like if you go through the years, then later on you will appreciate your raw files, and you will appreciate the freedom that you get with raw files. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.